Hi guys, I'm Danny with Fun Paradise Cotton Candy Company. Today I am going to compare the similarities and differences between the Vivo cotton candy machine and the Vortex cotton candy machine. I get asked a ton, what is the best cotton candy machine for caterings, private events, even just to have at home for if you're going to use it a lot for parties and different activities. These are the machines. These are mid-grade machines, and these are my two favorite. So for starters, I just want to point out the front of the machines. The Vortex and the Vivo, they have the exact same buttons along the front of the cotton candy machine. The only difference is that the Vortex does have the resettable fuse, and for the Vivo, you do need to buy that if it goes out. Also, the Vortex does have the drawer as well. It makes it a little extra convenient for little supplies, gloves, protective eyewear, that type of thing. As far as their housing, the Vortex is obviously taller and its perimeter is a bit bigger. Not significant, but a little bit bigger than the Vivo cotton candy machine. Now, if we turn these around a little bit, you can see on the back as well that the Vortex does have an extra vent compared to the Vivo. I don't know how much of a difference it really makes, to be honest. I think that both work just fine, but it is a difference between them. And then if we turn them to the side a little bit, so you can see that this corner is the safety switch for both machines. The cotton candy machines will not work until that safety switch is activated. It's activated when we put the silver bowls on top of the cotton candy machines and clip them down, and then the machine will work and turn on. It will not turn on until that's activated. And we can also see on this machine, let me turn this one, that they both have the same listing as well. Both machines, this one we're turning all the way around. Both machines are 110 volts, 60 hertz, and 1080 watts. So both machines are exactly the same in regards to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so as you can see internally, both machines are identical and the components inside are completely interchangeable. The only difference is that there is an extra capacitor on the heating power switch of the Vortex. And I know that the Vortex heating element looks bigger right now to you guys because this machine is physically higher than the Vivo, but they are the exact same size. The head and the heating element are the same size as well. The band, as you can see, the bands in both are exactly the same size. There's a motor underneath here in the corner. I know you guys can't see it, but believe me, I promise it's the exact same size as well. And like I said before, the heating element and the head are the same as well. So everything is identical between both machines. Now, let me go grab the cotton candy bowls and the bubbles, and we will figure out and learn how to set these up. Okay, so we have the cotton candy bowl and the bubble ready to put on top of our Vivo. It's this exact same process for the Vortex as well. The only difference as far as this portion for the Vortex and the Vivo is that their clips are not in the exact same spot. So while the bowls are the exact same size, they're not interchangeable between machines because their clips are not in the same spot. So let me just get this one ready. I'm gonna put this down. Just needed to line it up, and then I'm going to take the bowl off the bubble off for just a minute. And there's snaps right down in here, and there's 4 snaps. Snap all 4 in, and this is what will get your machine started. I did want to add too that the bubbles are interchangeable between all of the machines. Any bubble that's between a 20 to 21 inch bubble is perfectly fine and will work for all of these machines. So if you're on Amazon and you're looking, some will say 20.5, some will say 21, some will say 20 inch diameter. All of them work great. I did add, if you guys can see it, some black foam pieces to eliminate any type of vibration once the machine is going. Really helps keep it nice and quiet. We also did add on both machines, the Vivo and the Vortex bubbles, this extra little plastic shield that does not come with the bubble, but we really like these, adding these ourselves, making them and adding them, just because it helps to keep the cotton candy from completely flying out everywhere, all over everyone. Okay, so warm up time for both machines. I like to run both of these machines when I turn them on, turn the power and the heat on. Let them warm up for about 15 minutes before you put any sugar floss into these machines. Really helps to not clog the machine right when you get started and help get the most out of the machine. Both machines do need about 15 minutes of cool time per every hour you use it. So if you use it for 1 hour, they need to be turned off after 1 hour, let it cool down for 15 minutes, and then you can get going with the machine again for another hour and continue to do that at every hour of use. If you're doing, a big event or, need to produce a lot of cotton candy cones and you can't let it cool down for that 15 minutes or afford to let it cool down for the 15 minutes, you will, I suggest, have 2 machines on site and just change them out during that cool down time that they need. If you don't give it its cool down time, the machine is going to overheat and start burning any sugar that you put into it. So it is a pretty big deal, and it's really important to give these machines their cool down time. The actual cotton candy that both of these machines produce is really nice. It's fluffy, light cotton candy. I've never had an issue with either. I do love that both machines, it will vertically output. And so it's really nice. You can just spin right there at the top, and the cotton candy, you can change it out. Every cone can be a different flavor. It takes just 1 scoop, 1 cone per spin, which is perfect. I did want to mention as well their cost. Currently, at the end of 2019 right now, on Amazon, the Vivo is running at $184.99, and the Vortex right now is $299.99. And so there is a bit of a difference in cost for these machines without really any big difference as far as their mechanisms and how they work, their components. The bubble, I did want to mention that as well. It is always sold separately from a machine. It doesn't matter if it's a mid-grade machine, a commercial machine, they're always sold separately. And right now, the Vivo bubble on Amazon is $79.99. Again, I know I mentioned it already, but you really can use any bubble. So if you find a bubble that's a better deal, that's between 20 to 21 inches in diameter, totally go for that. It will work just as well. And the affiliate links are in the description for these machines and bubbles. And yep, that's about it for the Vivo and Vortex. I hope that was informative and helps some of you cotton candy bosses out there. Have a great day.